Welcome to the refugee camp in my neighborhood. My name is Abraham Ajok. I'm originally from South Sudan. I'll be your tour guide for today. The journey today is about what the refugees and asylum seekers go through, because some of us, we normally get the news of the asylum seekers and the refugees in the news or on the television, but we haven't been to the actual practice. So that's about it today, to have understanding and how we treat the refugees and asylum seekers.
My name is Arif. I came from Afghanistan, and today I will be your tour guide. Mainly we'll be discussing about the experience of refugees in urban, living in the cities.
Being a refugee, it will be a result of you fleeing your country as a result of war or racial or religion. It can be political views. It can be your membership or membership of a particular group. So a refugee pretty much is somebody who left their country because of that fear that there will be free security should they stay.
According to UNHCR statistics, there is 23,000 refugees that are taking the journey every day. 51 million currently around the world are refugees.
My name is Karim. I'm from Afghanistan. I'm an asylum seeker. I'm 21 years old. I belong to a particular group called Hazara. Hazara have been persecuted for the last 200 years. My brother was about to finish university. In one of his summer holiday, when he was going home, the bus was searched by Taliban. They found his student ID card and they killed my brother. Firstly because he was Hazara, and secondly because he was a student. In Afghanistan, even education is crime in the eyes of Taliban. My father was a doctor. Not long after, my father was traveling to Kabul to get his medicine. The bus was stopped by Taliban. They took my father away, and it has been more than 5 years. We thought that they killed him. After that, we were receiving letters from the Taliban. They wanted me to join them. They never want anyone to join them. They just want them to kill them. I was 16. My mom said that it's not safe anymore for me. Then I had to leave Afghanistan. I had no choice to stay. It's not easy to leave your country, to leave your mom and the whole family was the hardest choice to make.
So I left home as a result of war. So it wasn't only my village that was attacked, but the entire community was burned down to nothing, and families were separated. And most of us, we lost our parent, both or one.
When Taliban came to our village, they forced us to leave. We had 24 hours deadline. At the end of the 24 hours when they came, it was pretty much serious. They were just shooting close to us, like 5 meters, 10 meters away from us. It was forcing us to flee. For us to take our belonging, it was like a minute to take things.
The reason why people have to leave quickly is that the attack is there are people has been killed nearby, the houses are being burnt down, and you're being also hunted down. Take something that you think is really important, because taking clothes will not be important. So you need water, you need things like food, you need your passport or the money if you have one. And some of the things always are not really as important as we think.
5 things that I would take was food, water, blankets, clothes, and something that means something to me. To remind me of home.
A knife/lighter, a blanket or clothes, money or valuables, family, and or some form of ID or something that meant something to me, like a photo or something maybe.
It's always, as being a refugee or an asylum seeker, there are always a lot of challenges on the way. The first challenges you will encounter is water. There's not enough food. You have to walk day and night, the wild animals. And when you also enter that country that you are about to enter as a refugee, the first challenge you have to encounter is always the language, because you don't speak the language.
Line up, line.
And they will speak to you in a language that you don't understand.
Letter.
And if you don't do it, they think that you're pretending and you understand what they're saying, and then you end up maybe being arrested or maybe being kicked or maybe hit by police or a security border guard. For the United Nations, it is a temporal home, but for us, somebody who has been a refugee like myself, it's a permanent home. You live there, you like it until, you dislike it until you like it because you have no other option. There are basic human rights, but those human rights are not basic anymore in the refugee camp. Water was a problem, food was a problem. There's even days that we went without food for 3 days, and normally we call them black days because there was no food.
Do you have special needs? No.
Need pen, right.
I don't have pen.
No pen, fine.
I have.
Pen Chinese?
What do I? No, I don't.
No,
what do
okay,
I do?
then you need English copy. Okay.
We have to go to the water to get our English copy for our registration form, so then we can go to school and get medical supplies.
Quite often, if the kids are lucky, they can go to school. If not, they have to work because life in a camp is cheap. Okay? So what I need you to do is, if you turn around, there's a work area. So I need you to make 3 paper bags for your team.
I have to make a bag so I can trade it for other things, so my family can survive.
This one?
You want this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you would drink this one?
Yes.
You've got an illness, go to the medical.
Ill because you drank water, I'm sorry you've contracted cholera. So cholera is quite a common disease in refugee camps and it's also contagious, so all of you guys have also now contracted an illness. And I don't have any medication because the tent has just run out. You can come back in 5 minutes and see whether there is medication, otherwise you may possibly die.
What are the chances there will be medicine?
The shelter is free.
But
yeah.
Not true.
But I will give you the bad quality one. Do you want a good one?
Yes.
The good quality one. Okay. iPhone and also
I have jumper, clothing.
I have food. I like food. Give me the food and I will give you the good thing. Thank you.
So our roof can fit over it.
it's not big enough for the family.
Okay, is everybody inside? You're gonna last 17 years in here?
Yes.
You're gonna survive dust storms and rainstorms in here? Okay, let's test it out.
The refugee camp, you have been recognized as a refugee, but you're living an urban experience, you might never heard of UNHCR, you have no access to UNHCR, you don't know how long you're gonna be here. They are every day in constant fear that the police or the authority might take you and send you back. So imagine you're coming in Lebanon, okay? They speak Arabic and you speak English, yeah? So how you find an accommodation and here to live? Because you come with your family, with your kids, or you come by yourself. How would you find a place to live in? For many other refugees, unfortunately, they don't know anyone. And often they ended up sleeping on the streets. So at your age, even I was younger than you guys, I started weaving carpet. I have to work very long hours to find money to rent, to pay the rent, to pay for foods. So we have to work very long hours.
You have been given an opportunity to work on a construction site. The conditions on the site look pretty dangerous, but your money is running low. Choose what you will do. A, take the job and start straight away. B, you decide not to take the job and hope to make the money last.
First, it's not an easy decision to make to come by boat. Itself, coming by boat is an dangerous risk for them. But unfortunately, people in the situation, they have no choice.
Inside the boat from Indonesia to Christmas Island, we were there for more than 80 hours. It was 4 nights, I think, and 3 days. It was a very small boat, and we were not allowed to go upstairs to have a fresh air. We didn't have food there for 24 hours. I stayed there without any water. I was very sick. I was not able to stand up. Everybody was sick, but the children, They had the worst situation. They were crying. The third night, the boat was broken. We were thinking at that moment that we're gonna die. It was the worst experience I had in my life. When I arrived in Christmas Island, they put me in a dorm, 16 people together in one dorm, but everybody is sad. A lot of people, they harm themselves. It's like a jail. You're locked up inside the cage. The worst part is that you don't have any identity there. As soon as you enter Christmas Island, they put a plastic band in your waist here. It says your number. From that time till you get out of detention center, nobody will call your name. They call your number, like a criminal.
I'm safe here, physically. There's no one to hurt me. There is no Taliban to kill me. But still, I'm a human being. All I want is my human basic rights. There's no right to education for me, and I'm not allowed to work. And I don't know how long I will stay here. I can't see my future. I just want to wake up every morning like other people, go to school, meet friends, but still I am in a jail, like a home jail. I can't be permanent residency here. And that means I'm not allowed to go overseas, and I'm not allowed to bring my family here. So I have two options: to get TPV again and again, to not see my family forever, or I have to live here, go back to Afghanistan. And I know the day that I land in Afghanistan, not just me, my whole family will be killed.
Getting separated from your family.
Getting out of the country seems hard enough, you know, with like all the tourists, I think they were, and like the amount of challenges they have to go through, landmines, like everything. And then not only after they have to leave their country, it's then the amount of times they get shoved around by, you know, governments. They don't have the IDs, they have to get onto boats. And once they actually, I don't know, get near Australia, they get taken back again to some other place, and they have to go through so many different, I don't know, like trials.
The amount of time you stay in refugee camps, like, I thought you only stay there for like a year or something.
The fact that even though our government has signed a treaty that said they would let in asylum seekers, they're still rejecting them.
I don't think they should like be sent to like Christmas Island. I reckon they should stay in Australia, like get help, like find jobs.
We should be grateful, and we should try and like help out in any way we can, because we have the power to do that.